Hi everybody, it's Tatiana and I'm going to try to go quickly on this video because my battery light is blinking and I don't know when it started. This is like the third video that I'm recording today, so I don't know when it started blinking, but it's blinking now. So this is going to be my wrap up for the month of March. I had a great reading month in the month of March. Kind of surprised. I'm going to start with the books that I don't own, the books that I borrowed from the library or from Overdrive. And yeah, I listened to 2 audiobooks this month. One was The Supremes at Earl's All You Can Eat, which I really enjoyed. It took a turn that I was not expecting it to take, and I say it took a turn like it happened on page 2 maybe of the novel. Again, I read this in audiobook, but it's like at the very, very beginning of the story, and I did not know that what the turn was in the story. So I enjoyed that a lot, as well as the journey that we get to take with these 3 friends who have been friends for years, and how unlikely it is that they would be friends, yet they are friends, and the difficulties and disappointments and exciting things and the hardships that they share with each other, and how they help each other get through things, the things that they've been through together. And you know that they've only gotten through some of those things because they had the support of their friend, of the friendship that they have with each other. I really enjoyed the story. Did not like the narrators, the readers of the story. There were 2. Couldn't tell the 2 of them apart after a while, but they were extremely monotone, hardly any inflection whatsoever. And after I got into it, I could tell that part of that was one of the characters that they were reading, but I did not enjoy the flatness of the narrators, but I really enjoyed the story. So that even says more for the story, because a lot of times when we listen to audiobooks and we don't like the narrator, we end up not liking the story. The fact that I still like the story and didn't like the narrators tells you that it was really enjoyable. So yeah, I also listened to The Last Black Unicorn by Tiffany Haddish. I was super duper excited when that became available on Overdrive, and I really enjoyed her story. I enjoyed the fact that she was reading her story and the experiences that she shared, and she is just a person that another person would go through the same things that the exact same things that she went through in life, and would not have the positive outlook that she has, and not be as grateful as she is for every experience that she's had, and to still be as, I don't want to say as innocent as she is, but as open as she is, and as vulnerable as she is. Like, she puts herself out there, and she's okay with what comes back from her, because she's so excited and she's enjoying life so much. And there are people who have gone through not even half, a quarter of what she's experienced in her life, and have much more shitty outlooks on life and have horrible attitudes. So that is what I got out of that whole audiobook experience of reading her, of listening to her tell her story. This is what you've been through, and you're still this nice of a person, and this excited, like the joy that you still get out of the little things in life, and that there's not much that seems to penetrate her, and even when it does, the way that she, after she, I guess, thinks about it and turns it around, and the end perspective that she ends with is just, it's awesome. It's awesome. I've really enjoyed listening to that audiobook, and I respected her anyway, but I have a whole new respect for her after listening to that audiobook. And then I forgot, I did listen to a third. I listened to The Baboon War, which is a short story from Nnedi Okorafor's, I cannot remember what the name of the short story collection is. Kabu Kabu is the name of the short story collection that it comes from. But I was looking through, I had some things that I needed to do for work, and I needed to focus. So I was looking for something to listen to, and then I said, let me check out LeVar's podcast to see what he has that's by a black author or an African-American author, so that I can listen to a book on a podcast, and it still goes for the Reading Blackout. And so that's what I listened to, and I really liked that story. And I'm starting to, again, there will probably be a Nettie retrospective when I'm done with the books in her bibliography that I have at my disposal. But I'm starting to think that all of Nettie's books can be considered YA, even though they deal with adult issues or deal with things in an adult manner, because all of her books are with teens. The other book that I read that I bought from the library is Who Fears Death by Nnedi Okorafor. I will not be discussing that here. I have a review that will be coming up shortly of that, so stay tuned for that. And on to the books that I own. The first book that I finished in the month of March that I have, my Kindle is in another room. I'm not going to get it, so I'm just going to tell you what it is. It was Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi. I have already done a review of that. I will link that in the description box below or in the cards if I still have access to cards. I don't know if I do or not. We'll see when I go to edit this video. But I have a review of it. I'm not going to discuss it here at all because that review is the most reviewed book, is the most watched review on my channel today. So I'm pretty sure that everybody's seen it. But if you haven't, it'll be linked in the description box below. I also read Binti Home and Binti the Night Masquerade by Nnedi Okorafor. I have a review of this as well that I do believe is already uploaded. I will link that below as well. I'm not going to talk about them here. And I read the book of Phoenix by Nnedi Okorafor as well, which I also have a review of. It has not been uploaded yet. It will be in the near future, so check that out. I'm not going to discuss it here. And then I started Devil in a Blue Dress by Walter Mosley because Dee Dee told me that I could read that book in 2 days. And I knew I wasn't going to read that book in 2 days, but, you know, friends' peer pressure, that's like not even pressureful. It's just like it's their confidence in you that you can do this. So it made me say, I'm going to go ahead and start it, and I did not finish it in 2 days. So I started, I'm about a third of the way through. I will finish that in the month of April, but I did not get to do that and complete it for March Mystery Madness as I wanted. That's also in another room. I'm not going to get it. But yeah, that is everything from the month of March. And I am going to go. Thank you all for watching. Have a good week, weekend, whenever you see this video. Peace out.